Welcome to my current night routine. This is what I do to have a productive evening, leading into a relaxing night for the best sleep possible. After work, I head home and drop off my work bag before heading out for a walk. I aim to get about 30 minutes of exercise every day, and the majority of the time my husband and I go on a walk around our neighborhood. I like walking not only because I'm getting some exercise, but it's a good opportunity for my husband and I to check in about the days we had. We head back home after our walk and are greeted at the door by our kitty, who does this almost every day. I make a point to empty my work bag and hang my bag on the coat rack. Then, I put my empty containers in the dishwasher. On this particular night, I had some difficulty fitting all of my containers into the dishwasher, so I had to do some rearranging to fit everything inside. This was a good reminder to run and empty the dishwasher regularly. After that, it was time to play Duolingo for the day to maintain my streak. I've been trying to learn Spanish for the last couple of years and have noticed so much improvement since playing consistently. Then, I check my planner to figure out what task I want to tackle today. I get to work on that while my husband makes dinner. Sometimes I help him, but sometimes I work on another household task instead. This evening, I researched how to file a claim with my credit card to see if we could get reimbursed for any extra costs incurred when we experienced a flight cancellation in August. It was a little difficult to figure out, but I eventually learned that I needed to call and speak to a representative to start the claim, so I did that. While I waited on hold, I wrote down all of the details from our delay and the unexpected costs we faced, so I would be well prepared once I spoke to the representative. If you notice me laughing here, it's because I realized that I had no idea what the official phonetic alphabet was and struggled to come up with some words. Check out the blooper at the end if you're interested in hearing the interaction. Once dinner was ready, my husband and I sat down to eat dinner while watching the Philip DeFranco show. I like this part of our routine because it keeps us updated on what's going on in the world, but it also gives us an opportunity to share our thoughts with each other. After we finished eating, we took our PM meds. Jordan and I generally aim to have a dinner with leftovers, so we aren't making dinner from scratch every single night. I put our leftovers in containers so we could have them the next day. Then I load the dishwasher with all of the dishes from cooking and eating dinner. Once again, I had to do a bit of rearranging, but I eventually got everything in there and Jordan makes sure to run it right before going to bed. Once all of the dishes are dealt with, I clean the counters. I try to make sure I do a little bit of tidying or cleaning every single day so that it doesn't pile up. It also means we'll start the new day with a cleaner, tidier space. I open up my Stylebook app so I can choose my outfit for the next day. Since my line of work tends to mean seeing the same people on the same day of the week, I try to be aware of what I'm wearing when. After I decide on my outfit, I pull it out and set it aside so it's ready for me for the next day. I've been struggling a bit to get to work on time recently, so I was trying to prepare the night before, so I had less to do on the morning before work. I mark this task off of my to-do list before plugging in my external hard drive to back up my laptop, which I aim to do every week. While my laptop was backing up, I really wanted to get some editing done, but I also wanted to catch up on Big Brother. Since I was just editing clips in a montage, I was able to multitask and do both at the same time. After updating my planner for the final time that night, I put my iPad in my work bag so I would have it ready to take to work the next day. This is another part of what I do the night before to make the next morning just a little bit easier. At 9 p.m., my phone automatically switches to night shift, which adjusts my display to show warmer colors and helps me to relax in the hours leading up to bedtime. My phone also switches to dark mode at sunset. At this time, my husband and I also sit down to have a little dessert while catching up on a show or movie. We have smart light bulbs set to start dimming at 9 p.m. until they gradually turn off completely at 10 p.m. I found this helpful not only because it signals to my brain that we're gearing up towards bedtime, but it's also a clear reminder when it's time to turn off the TV and transition into the next part of our bedtime routine. My phone also automatically switches to Do Not Disturb at 10 p.m. on weekdays and 11 p.m. on weekends. It helps me resist the temptation to text my friends and family when I should be winding down. Next, I do my skincare. I had gotten a Black Cat spa headband from Mercari and really appreciated the spooky touches the seller included in the package. I then put my hair up so I can do my skincare. Comment below if you're a flip your head upside down to do a ponytail girly, and if you're not, please let me know your secret. But before I actually get started on my skincare, I brush my teeth. I often forget to do it in this order, but I once learned that it's better to brush your teeth before you do your skincare, since you can sometimes get toothpaste on your skin, which can lead to irritation or breakouts. Then I floss. In 2015 or so, I set a New Year's resolution to floss every night, and I've done so every single night ever since. If I'm really on top of my game, I'll also use mouthwash. Maybe that should be my next New Year's resolution. Once I've finished up my oral hygiene, I go in with my cellar water. I always do this when I'm wearing makeup, but I also try to do it when I'm not because it helps remove sunscreen as well. After that, I go in with the cleanser. A dermatologist said it can be good to emulsify it and go in on dry skin before getting it wet, so I've been trying that to see if it provides a better cleanse. I rinse my face really well and pat dry before moving into applying my skincare products. Right now, I'm trying to keep it really simple, so at night I'm just using a prescription tretinoin, moisturizer, and an eye cream that I'm careful to tap in so I'm not pulling on my skin. To really relax before bed, the last thing I do is get into bed with my iPad mini and I read until bedtime. I really enjoy reading, but I have a difficult time fitting it into my day otherwise, so I'm glad I've incorporated it into my bedtime routine. Not only is it something I enjoy, but it also calms my mind down and gets me sleepy before bed. I do make sure that my iPad is on night shift so I'm not exposed to blue light when trying to wind down. Like in the living room, we also have smart light bulbs in the bedroom and set our lamps to slowly dim over the hour as well. Again, this helps to not only prepare my brain for bed, but it turns off completely at the time I need to be going to sleep, so I can't get too lost in a book and stay up forever. And that is my routine, so I have both a productive and relaxing evening and night. I sleep pretty well most nights, and I attribute it to this routine that I've created. Please comment below and let me know what you found to help you relax and get a good night's sleep. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new. Please stick around for some bloopers coming up next.
Got like the cameras here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, are you walking with me on purpose?
No, I just happened to be just in sync.
S as in Sasha, but I can't think of another S word. What's another S word? Sam, I guess. Sam's another name, I don't know. But yes, S and then A as in, wow, I really suck at this game. It's Sasha as in my name, right? It's like Sasha.